Welcome to the video, guys. Today we're going to be going through what's in my tackle box and what all my gear is. Let's just get into it. Alright guys, so first, sorry buddy. First, I'm going to be talking about all my rods. So, this is my big spinning rod. It is medium heavy. I used it to catch a lot of fish, and it works really well. Second, we have the huge bait caster rod that I've caught my flathead, caught like tons of fish on, that you'll see what real matches it, but yeah. We have this favorite reel or rod, and it is used for my really nice bait caster that I just recently got. And you've seen it in many videos. It's been used in almost every video. So same as that first spinning rod, and I will be using it in almost every video. It's retired right now because my reel has having a little bit of technical difficulties, but then we have this tiny ugly stick. It's for my really tiny reel that I have. Cat here is. Alright, so we have this. We're good. I have this ugly stick. It's used for my really tiny reel. It's almost in every video. That's all my rods. Never mind, no, it's not all my rods. I have this Orvis Encounter fly rod. I don't go fly fishing too much, but when I do, I love to use this, and it does the job. That's it. Alright guys, we're back to the video. My cat had a trauma there, as you saw. Alright, so we will pop over here. First, we have my fly reel. So, this is a reel that I use with my fly rod, of course. When I use it, it's awesome. It's a great reel. I will use it and keep catching fish on it, but for now, it's not being used, so set that thingy right there. And then we have my really nice Johnny Moore's Carbon Light 2.0 series, and the smoothness on this thing is awesome. It's currently out of order. Still trying to get some line for it. It's been used in multiple videos, and it will be used tons more in every video. Y'all will see it. But right now, of course, it's not being used, so it's right there. Then we have the big bait caster. Big bait caster. It's used on my biggest rod, which is this one right here. The one I was showing you guys. Big bait caster rod. I have caught many catfish on it. We don't use it very much at our pond because it's just that big, and there's not a lot of big fish that are gonna take this reel and all that. We have 20-pound braid on it right now, and we use it every time we go to the river. So, and then we have my big spinning reel, and it's used in every video if you guys pay attention, and I catch tons of fish on it. It probably has the most fish, so it's one of my favorite reels. I love using it, and I will use it some more, of course. But then we have this tiny reel right here. It took over this reel that goes on my tiny rod. This reel was just getting old and started grinding a little bit, and as you can hear, it's not what it's supposed to sound like. It doesn't sound very nice, and the casting's not as smooth anymore. But that's why we got this Pflueger Presidente reel, and it's really new. It's new, and I've used it a lot. Gear ratio is 5:2:1. And this is, yeah, explained it really. And it's Bass Pro Shops reel, and my first reel I ever got on my own. And it comes in with that rod as a combo. So both these go up here. And then let's get into terminal tackle and just stuff that I use. First, this trout net that I used. It's awesome mesh and keeps all the trout alive when you need them to. Everything you need there. Where's my terminal tackle box? Right here is my terminal tackle box. All the hooks, all the jigs you possibly could need. Right in there. So, really, I always try to keep this on hand because you never know when you'll find a bait that you use. So, you have that. And let's get into my tiny tackle box. So as I'm going, I'll put everything away in this. In my tiny tackle box, we have Storm swim baits. What did that do? Right here. I'll just wait for now because I've got this new box. This is new, so got that. Another box full of tiny crankbaits that I use, just like trout fishing and all that. Storm baits, rusty pliers, Vanish Berkley 6-pound test, 4-pound tri-line Berkley, 6-pound tri-line Berkley, more 6-pound tri-line Berkley, and then my scale. And that is everything in this tackle box. So we can set that off to the side now. This is my bigger tackle box. We have my plastics box. I use this with all my plastics and all that. So these are the plastics that I like to have on hand, as you'll see later in the video. Then we have this box that's just like, it's just random stuff I use, like these like walleye and all that, and smaller bass. Then we have my crankbait box. That's usually bigger crankbaits for like bigger fish right there. A little messy right now, so I could fix that a little bit. It's a crankbait and jerkbait box. That can also go in there. We have this, which is more terminal tackle for like just tinier bass and stuff I like to keep on hand. Goes right here. And then best of all, big bait box. We'll go through every lure in this box. First we have Fish 30 Acre swim jig. Love it. It's a shad representation. Guggen. Don't know what this is called, but it's Guggen, I know that. My biggest lure, the chopper, right here. Guggen, whatever it's called, buzzbait. Swim jig. The 10,000 fish cycle bait. Mr. Wormy. This poppin' frog. This white frog that I like to use, caught a lot of fish on it. And another jig. So we have these are my biggest baits I have. That is everything that goes in my big tackle box. Anything else, I have a little more room, but nothing for anything big. Thank you. And and this is part of the tiny tackle box. It's my fly fishing box. Have a lot of flies in it. Use a lot, caught a lot of fish with it. It goes right into my tackle box there. And then I'm gonna have to go with pliers. These are in my big tackle box, they're just not in there right now. These in there. And my plastic box. Now we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Set all these out. Hooks. These are really just a box of everything I do not use very often. Random plastic. Some trout bait. That's a little different for what's in here. This random lure I found one time. This. Random plastic. That. More plastics. And this one bait. These are all most of the plastics I have. I have a little bit more, just not currently here right now. I made this box right here, just this here, and holds all my plastics that I do not take every fishing adventure. So, I think I've covered everything. Really, that's most of my stuff. Yeah, I think that's everything. Otherwise, I don't know what to say, but that's it, guys. See ya.